Did you know people used to watch Tobe Jizzle videos for fun?
No.
Yeah.
You're joking. The poor souls.
I know. It seems bizarre today, doesn't it?
Oh, my days.
Well, today we're looking at other things people used to do for fun that are bizarre.
Oh.
Do you reckon you said that because subconsciously because you saw Blower Brown and you thought of Toby Brown?
No, I thought
Dick
I
Harding.
thought of Toby and then thought Dick Harding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, this looks class, whatever this is, by the way.
International pedestrian match.
No, look, conditions. The one who goes the farthest in 6 days will win the belt and £500.
All right.
Are they just walking?
Let's see.
It's walking off, mate.
Well, if we play the video, we'll find out.
Yeah, Harry.
No.
I'll take
We will
control,
figure it
right?
out from this photo. No, I'm
I
joking.
will
Let's
take
go.
control.
Pedestrianism is the name that was given to a sport that was very popular in the 1880s and 1890s. Basically, it's competitive walking.
Oh.
Did you know back then they just didn't run? Like, people didn't run.
What?
Jogging as like an activity only was invented in like the 19-somethings. Like, no one went jogging. No one went for a
I
run.
just don't know if I can.
When did jogging start? The idea of jogging as an activity was in 1962. My fucking dad, when my dad was born, they weren't jogging.
So wait, hang on. So our grandparents didn't.
No one went. They didn't go jogging. They never
Oh,
went
you're
out
saying
jogging.
it as an activity though.
No, hang on. They're in the army for the Second World War, and they're not saying like go on a jog.
go for
Like
a jog.
Yeah.
No one went on a jog. People aren't jogging,
All
man.
right, look, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree.
Pedestrianism was so popular at this time that it formed massive crowds
I was kind of hoping, right, they would walk in a circle.
and was a huge craze for entertainment. Many people would wager or bet on winners,
No, they were gambling on it.
and the walkers in the highest competitions would walk laps for up to 6 days at a time.
Oh, they were
What?
doing laps.
That's
6
fast.
days at a time.
Look.
Nah, flea circuses are weird, man.
Real live flea
Sorry?
circus.
Is
You don't know
that a
about
thing?
flea circuses?
What the fuck is a flea circus?
My God, I've heard of a flea circus. I didn't know it was an actual thing.
A flea circus is a circus, but fleas are the ones doing things.
Why?
Well, that's the point of this video, Josh.
I know. Why?
were a popular form of entertainment
Why the fuck is a flea doing something?
across England and the United States
Wait, I want to see this.
from the
Because they
1830s
ain't doing this shit.
to as recently as the 1960s. Fleas were trained to perform and attached to many
Trained?
harnesses and tiny
they're trained?
objects
They're trying to
that allowed them
survive.
to perform tricks such as balancing
Look,
on
look at that.
tight ropes and pull
Look at that.
miniature cannons and chariots. These were widely popular
Why do I feel sorry for them?
and viewed as an extraordinary exhibition.
Well, they're not getting paid, are they?
No, but it's just sad, isn't it?
Flagpole sitting was a popular fad in the United States back in the 1920s. It was a popular attraction that involved people sitting on
Mate,
a
it was
flagpole
mate,
for
look
as
at that.
long as
It was barking off. Look at the crowds it drew.
To be
Oh
fair,
my
that's
God.
actually a pretty big crowd considering like there was no like market in the same way.
Also, nothing happens. They sit still.
Yeah, it's like Total Wipeout where the thing spins around.
Yeah,
it's that without the thing spinning around. You just stand there.
This poor flea just being put to fucking labour.
You've gone, someone's sitting there, and then you've gone to total wipeout and taken away the obstacle. What was the
Yeah,
point
'cause
of
that's
total
what it
wipeout
is.
in this analogy? Total
Because we've done
wipeout
it.
wasn't. You've literally. You could have chosen anything.
No, but
That's
we've
like,
done it so we can relate to it because we've done that.
That's like jumping out of a plane without the jumping in the plane.
on a flagpole for as long as possible.
It's true though.
It's kind
look.
of in the name. Its creator was a man named Alvin
seems long.
Shipwreck Kelly, who was a former sailor.
Whoa.
His record time of flagpole
That seems very
sitting
interesting.
lasted 13 hours and 13 minutes
sound of
back in
flagpole.
1924.
13 hours ain't that much, is it?
For a record, that's pretty poo.
This event had people sitting over water on top of skyscrapers.
So that was Noah Beck, by the way.
What?
Front left is Noah Beck.
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
I can see it. I can see it.
That's it less now. I paused it, but in a glancing moment, it was.
I will say, Josh, that looks like Total Wipeout.
That's why I said it.
What,
I
this?
said it.
You didn't see this?
you hadn't
Did
seen
go
that
back.
yet.
There's a previous scene.
No,
Yeah,
we
but
just
not over
agree to
water.
disagree.
Nah.
agree to
Do you want a
disagree.
VAR review? I'll show you that it
Agree to
exists already.
disagree.
We got a top 10 waffle job there.
On top of skyscrapers and even get married.
Here we are dancing 24 hours daily at White City, Chicago.
See, this is what they before jogging. They just dance for 24 hours straight.
Is that dancing?
Yeah, you say it's dancing, or are they just like zombies?
Shuffling.
They're like dormant zombies shuffling around
Mate,
the room.
look at that woman at the back. She's fucking knackered. She's barely stay on her feet.
A dance marathon was an event later used as fundraisers in the 1920s. Beginning as a craze,
Start a dance fun on Twitch.
literally danced until they dropped from exhaustion.
See, this
it
is
would
just
gather huge
Mr.
crowds
Beast.
and could sometimes last up to 24 hours of
Oh
non-stop
my God.
dancing until the last couple remained
He's asleep,
with
mate.
neither partner dropping.
We all feel tired.
She ain't dancing anymore. She's dead.
How do the judges do this?
The runners reflect on their chances of winning this annual international snail race. They're almost
This
This
is
I can
something I
get
imagine
behind.
Josh doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks kind of alright, you know.
And they're
Fair
off.
crab racing, though.
Fox-footing by Swinefoot out of Northern Star tears down the straight.
I was about to say, how do they follow a line probably, right? I was about to say, how do they know where to go? But
But salt. Oh, no,
Salt
they
either
kill 'em.
side.
does salt not kill them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the salt either side is probably what you need to do.
No, I think
Oh,
they just
okay.
put them on a platform so they can't fall off. They won't
Right.
fall off. They'll always just go back to the middle.
Initially beginning a world championship
half-pipe.
event in Norfolk, England in 1960,
This is how you do it, that one. The circle one.
with some even gambling on snails to win.
Happy to win, look.
In the 1930s, college students in the United States started gulping goldfish
No.
as a small
What?
prank on their friends,
Where's the prank part?
and had people competing trying to impress and outdo each other. The aim was to swallow a live goldfish whole, and the fad spread extremely quickly.
Do you regurgitate it?
I think you just kill it.
This craze grew and grew until U.S. Public Health Service put a stop due to concerns of the goldfish containing tapeworm.
Well,
Ah, yes.
How long would a goldfish last?
Not long.
yeah.
Not long.
Not
Stomach
long.
acid will roast up.
I guess, oh, yeah, acid would kill it straight away, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Do you reckon you'd feel it swimming in your belly, though?
Nah.
Nah?
Yeah,
I
surely
think
with
it
acid,
almost,
it will
I
flap
think it almost
around
dies
quickly.
before that. I don't think it survives.
Getting through down the throat.
Yeah, it gets through the throat,
Trachea.
hits that, and it's done, I think.
Ah, yeah.
I'm quite curious.
We'll have to try it. We'll have to try it.
Sure or not?
Sure or not.
Just in case.
In the 1950s, phone booth stuffing became an incredibly popular fad.
This looks fun.
Not if you're on the bottom.
No.
Legend has it that phone booth stuffing was popularized by a group of 25 South African students
They will look happy.
Oh, people on the bottom are having fun.
who managed to cram themselves into a single booth.
Ah, look at that bar at the very
They're not
bottom.
in the
He's
booth, though,
suffering.
are they, really? Like, the,
yeah, they're not in.
the guys at the bottom aren't in the booth.
Maybe there's a rule you got like a limb in there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, yeah.
They got the bums in there.
Yeah, he's doing his best.
Students across the world made it
They're
a
in.
competition to see how many of them
Yeah, you can't tell me that bro at the bottom's fine. Look at that. Like, no, there's no way.
Is he alive?
Radium girls in the 1920s were factory workers who worked with radium, painting things like clock dials before the discovered
did they get?
dangers of radium. To pass time through the night, some of the girls decided to create radium water, which glowed, and have radium parties, which involved drinking the glowing water, as well as later painting their faces, teeth, and lips to stand out and glow all night in the dark. This idea of fun was quickly shot down after the discovery of the dangers that come with radium and how poisonous it is.
It's just radiation poisoning.
Wax bullet dueling was a sport people created for settling disagreements that later turned into an actual sport. It was short-lived, but ended up in the 1908 Olympics, involving two competitors wearing protective masks and equipment, using wax bullets to inflict less damage and be bloodless.
So they just shot each
No,
other.
but it's a duel.
Right.
Like, you draw your weapon.
Yeah.
Quick draw.
How do you tell who's been hit first? Because I'm sure a lot of the time it's very close.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't have like
VAR back then.
2 screams first.
Is this a horse roller coaster I'm looking at, by the way? Can I just want to make sure I'm seeing this
you
right?
paused it and you really been edged to it.
real horse stuff picture. She must have
Oh,
told him to
horse
drop in
diving?
sometime.
Oh,
What?
is the horse okay?
Horse diving was a dangerous and controversial form of entertainment, where horses would dive off platforms into pools of water, usually also involving someone riding the horse, which lead to a lot of injuries for the rider, as
Yeah, I'm
well
not
as the
surprised.
animal. The shows were popular in the late 19th century and into the 1970s,
This
but
is horrible.
thankfully isn't popular today.
How do they... Yeah,
Horses can't swim, can they? It's like,
in the way that he intended, and fortunately are still with us. What he did was
going on?
interesting and different, and his little museum became world famous. It's been on television, it's been visited by...
Is this round the corner from me? Oh, no, it's not. It's not.
I
It's
was gonna
not.
say this could feel like it'd be Harry's house.
There's one of these near me. It's called like Victor something's Curious World, and it's basically full of like
Oddities and stuff.
yeah.
Anthropomorphic taxidermy is the practice of mounting animals and dressing them as people. or
Yeah, this feels
displaying
wrong.
them
It's quite
as
funny,
but
they
it feels
are
wrong.
engaged in human activities. This was an incredibly popular pastime for Victorians to create and view each other's.
You know what? Actually, I might get behind it.
So you can't laugh after you just dismissed it.
While some people may have been well-intentioned, genuinely convinced that they could contact the dead, most were frauds, using hidden accomplices,
We've done
sleight
this.
of hand, and ingenious contraptions to hoodwink the vulnerable.
Victorian seances were gatherings where people attempted to communicate with the spirit world,
I wouldn't
often
say this
hosted
is,
by self-proclaimed mediums.
This doesn't fit the others. This still happens.
They were popular in the Victorian era. These events were held in private homes, as well as public venues.
It's not seem as bizarre at all, is it, really?
Yeah.
This type of entertainment was widely believed and
Oh, I
accepted.
don't know about lifting the table up. Yeah, that's a bit dodgy.
Who's lifting the table?
Them, they're lifting the table up.
Well, yeah,
How?
but they had people there.
Who's
Like,
doing
a lot of frauds.
Yeah.
Floating, mate. It's floating.
Until it was eventually revealed as a hoax.
See?
Oh, well, there we go. Bloody hell.
What a abrupt ending. Fucking hell.
Sidemen horse diving coming soon.
No, I want to do snail racing or crab racing. What are you
I'll
doing,
do
sir?
snail race. Snail racing I'm down
Alright.
for.
I'll put it on a cheap team holiday at some
That's
point.
actually a good one.
Facts.
That is a good one, yeah. Fantastic. Well, we'll see you soon.